You get an evolution, you get an evolution, everyone in here gets an evolution. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, episode 106 of the Pokemon Sun and Moon anime just dropped, and we are continuing in Pony Island while our heroes figure out what to do for their projects. What happens this episode? Well, let's find out. The episode begins with everyone in the Pokemon Center going over their plans of what they're going to do with their research project. Mallow has gathered all her vegetables and now will start to work on her new menu item. Kiawe's going to continue to train, Lily's going to continue to observe the Pokemon here since Gladion has gone off training on his own, and Ash says he wants to battle strong trainers, but Hapu keeps telling him no. Speaking of the devil though, Hapu pops up in front of Ash and scares him. She says she came here to drop off the radish to the Pokemon Center because she feels like people here would want to try some. While I'm not saying she's lying, I do think there's a little part of her who is curious about Ash. Last episode, seeing the fact that he has this dusk form Lycanroc and the fact that he's met these Tapus has made her more curious, and I bet you she's gonna try to make excuses as to why she can hang out with him to find out what type of person not only Ash but his group as well are. This is basically her going through things that is gonna make her realize what she's missing to be a kahuna so she can finally have that battle with Ash. But anyways, she asks what they're doing and they tell her about the research project. Sophocles then tells everyone that he plans to go evolve his Charjabug, and they're like, how are you gonna plan on doing it? He's like, I'm gonna go to Pony Canyon because I've heard it makes it easier for Charjabug to evolve. And Hapu says, yeah, the legend says that's true. So intrigued by the legend, they said they're gonna join Sophocles, both Ash and Kiawe. Then Lana's Poplio spots someone coming through the boat outside. It turns out it is Lana's master, Ida, from the episode where Lana learned how to use Hydro Vortex from her. There's the sea, there's the canyon. Pokemon evolution training. Lana greets them and asks where the Brionne is, and Konoha, Ida's boyfriend, tells her that it's in the water. So it jumps out of the water, but turns out it's evolved and now it's a Primarina. It jumps out of the water and launches a bunch of small balloons, impressing everyone. Lana then asks her, hey, can we start training? But Konoha says that they decide that they want to go to different regions to show off their show, so Ida's only going to be here in Pony Island for one day. That really sucks for Lana, but she decides she's going to take this one day and train all day with her. So this where the episode splits. Lana's training and Sophocles' journey to evolve his Charjabug. And I'll split it up into two because really one has way more things to talk about than the other. So let's start with Sophocles. So Sophocles goes into Pony Canyon, and at the beginning he can't seem to really get any training done because Ash and Kiawe keep knocking out Pokemon. And then when Sophocles does find Pokemon that he can knock out, when he has Charjabug use Discharge, his Togedemaru keeps lightning rodding the Discharge and taking its kill, so it's not really getting to train as much as it'd like to. However, as they're walking through, they find this cave where Hapu says that's where he can evolve it, and as he's about to go there, Horacio makes his presence known. Who's that Pokemon? It's Primarina! So if you don't remember who Horacio is, he's the guy from the episode where they race the Charjabugs. He's also here to evolve his Charjabug, but he says he's going to do it through finding a bug stone, which we all know doesn't exist, but apparently a bug stone can evolve any bug Pokemon. But knowing that it doesn't exist, Sophocles still challenges him, saying he'll evolve his Charjabug before him. So they let out a little duel. Both go in the cave, no help. First person to evolve their Charjabug wins. At first, when Sophocles goes in, he's kind of scared of the dark, but once Charjabug lights up a little bit for him, he's able to use his phone and use a flashlight there to continue onto the cave. As they go through the cave, they encounter a bunch of Goldbat, and they fight the Goldbat and beat them. Then they both come out, and it looks like Horacio's already made it by the bridge, and across the bridge you can see on this pedestal what looks like a stone. So Horacio and Charjabug start running, even though Sophocles tells him, hey, be careful because the bridge looks really worn out. And wouldn't you know it, the bridge falls apart and Horacio and Charjabug go flying down. They're hanging on the bridge, and Sophocles doesn't know what to do, but just then his Charjabug starts evolving, and it's a really cool evolution. The way they do it is really unique. So it evolves into a Vikavolt and saves both Horacio and his Charjabug. Then he grabs the bug stone, and being the nice person he is, since he already evolved his Vikavolt, gives the bug stone to Horacio, and wouldn't you know it, the stone doesn't work. Turns out you evolve by using the electromagnetic field of Pony Canyon. So they both head out as our heroes are about to head in because they're worried about Sophocles, but he heads out with his Vikavolt and they're all impressed, including Hapu, who's like, hey, Sophocles Sophocles is pretty good too. And Horacio comes out and says, hey, I'm gonna evolve my Charjabug eventually as well, and one day we're gonna have a Vikavolt race. And as he says that, he walks off a cliff and falls on his face. So that's basically Sophocles' training, and Lana's training isn't really even training. It's just Poplio and Primarium singing around, playing around. Even Lily and Mallow, who are there, comment on the fact that it doesn't look like training, but Ida tells Lana that if she listens to the sea, no matter how frightening it is, she'll know what to do. And that's it for Lana's training. So it's nighttime and our heroes Ash, Kiawe, Hapu, and Sophocles both come back, and everyone gets to see the evolved Vikavolt. Mallow seems like she's prepared a feast, so they do it in both in honor of Vikavolt evolving, or I guess it would be Charjabug evolving, and Ida and Konoha leaving tomorrow. So they all eat and celebrate, and after a while, Ida, appreciative of them, says that she'll perform for them. So she has her Primarina use Oceanic Operetta, which everyone's like, whoa. This inspires Lana, and she's like, one day I'm gonna be able to use Oceanic Operetta. So while everyone else is eating, Lana's staring out into the sea, and she's like, you know what? We have to show her what we're made of. So her, Popplio, and Evie decide they're gonna go down and train. It's the next morning, and Lana's nowhere to be found. Ash says he's gonna go look for her, but she does appear, and she goes straight to her master and tells her, this is what we can do, and has Popplio start to use balloon. As Popplio's balloon is getting bigger and bigger, it seems like she's starting to evolve. So Popplio starts evolving, and this is a gorgeous shot. The background in here is really gorgeous. The lighting choices are really gorgeous. This is just a great evolution, just like the Charjabug one. So because of the evolution and the massive balloon that Popplio was able to make, Ia decides to give Lana her Primarium Z, or however you pronounce it, I'm not sure. She says she found that underwater as a treasure, so she gives it to Lana and wishes her well. And that's the end of the episode. The after credit scene is Hapu picking up her radishes, and she sees that the boat is leaving, and she wishes Ida and her boyfriend well as well. Overall, I really like this episode, but my biggest gripe is this should have been split up into two parts. One for Sophocles and one for Lana, because Sophocles and Lana's, both of their evolutions felt so rushed, especially Lana's, who felt like she was there just to have the evolution happen and nothing else. Even Ida feels more like a plot device than an actual character, because she's there for one episode and then she's gone, and that feels kind of cheap. I like the episode, but I wish it was split up into two instead of cramming both stories into one. That's all I'm saying. The next episode seems to be focused on Kiawe and how he's gonna deal with Tapafini capturing Ash. I'm starting to think that grandfather that we see in the trailer is really Hapu's grandfather, but hey, that's just my prediction. But anyways, that's it for my Pokemon Sun and Moon 106 review. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, like, share, subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter at TheRealPDGaming, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.